How are you doing today? I hope you're doing very, very well. I'm really, really grateful for today. It is a great day to be alive, a great day to be here. It's another chance for us to make a difference. Don't take your being alive for granted. Don't think about yesterday's problems because yesterday is gone. There's nothing you can do to bring it back. The past is gone, but you can make a difference today. You can be present in today and make a difference. All right. So that's my little bit of motivation for this morning. We thank God for today. All right, so today I just wanted to go ahead and share 5 things you need to do. Five things you need to do if your blog post goes viral. When you find out your blog post has gone viral, what are some of the things that you need to do? All right. And I had a great question. I just did this same video on Periscope, and somebody asked me a question that what is defined as viral, right? What is defined as viral? Well, viral is anything, hello, whoever's watching. Viral is defined by you, really. It's defined by you. I know that there are different definitions for it, but viral is really defined by you. If you get 100 people to your blog every day, if you get, let's say, your baseline for your blog is 50 to 100 people every single day, right? And then one day you log into your analytics, you log into your blog analytics, and then you find out that 1,000 people have visited your blog that day, or 500 people have visited your blog, that day, whereas your baseline was 50 or your baseline was 100, that is viral for you. All right, that is viral for you. For somebody that gets 1,000 page views per day, if all of a sudden they shoot up to 10,000 or to 20,000, that's viral for them. All right, because it's more than the norm. It's more than the norm. All right, if you are 50 and then you get 70, you're growing in small increments. It's great. It's still growth is great, right? But if you just go from 50 to 1,000 all of a sudden, that is like 20 times growth or 10 times or even 5 times growth. That is viral for you. All right, so I want you as a marketer, as a business owner, as a blogger, if you have a blog, to take time to look at it, to study your analytics and see those blog posts that receive a lot of, that all of a sudden have, is receiving a lot of attention. This has happened to me recently. A blog post I wrote about 9 months ago, all of a sudden I started getting all this traffic to it, and I was wondering why. It turns out that it was going crazy on Pinterest, and I was like, okay, that's great. And so what are some of the things that you can do to ride that wave? Because you should ride that wave, because you created that content and you deserve to ride the wave. All right, so number one thing you should do is add a Facebook conversion pixel. Add a Facebook conversion pixel. And if you don't know what that is, then that's your homework today. Go into Facebook ads and read about it. All right, a Facebook conversion pixel, it's simply a piece of code that you can put on your website, or you can even put on specific blog posts to track specific goals. And so you can track page views, you can track how many people, go into a shopping cart. You can track how many people clicked something. You can track a lot. There are a lot of things that you can track. You can do this also in Google Analytics, but then with Facebook pixels, what it does, the reason why I'm encouraging you to do a Facebook pixel is because you can create an audience from that. All right, from that pixel, you can create an audience that you can market to on Facebook. And so if people are coming to this particular blog post that all of a sudden is going viral, and now you put a pixel on there, now you begin tracking the number of the people that come there, and now you've created an audience. Okay, what has happened is that you've created an audience that is a warm audience. A warm audience is an audience that already knows you. They already have come into contact with contact with your content once or twice, and so now they're seeing you on Facebook like, oh wow, this person is serious. I'm seeing them everywhere. I saw them on their blog, and all of a sudden they're on Facebook. All right, and I'm sure that has happened to you as well. You go to buy something on Velocity, Travelocity, and all of a sudden you start seeing them in your Facebook page. That's the exact same principle. And so you market to them, and because they already know you, it's more likely that they're more likely to click. If it's a blog post you're promoting, they're more likely to click through to read that second blog post you put up. They're more likely to come on your page to see what's for sale. All right, so that's warm traffic. So put a Facebook conversion pixel on your site. Okay, if you see that there is a blog post that is going viral, and specifically put that on the page that is going viral, the post that's going viral. Okay. Number 2 is you can turn your post into video content and distribute it everywhere. All right. Video content. What's video content? I'm doing video content right now. Periscope is video content. YouTube is video content. Webinars are video content. What else? SlideShare is video content. Video tutorials, video content. And so whatever it is that you have written, you can turn that into video content of some type. Either you're doing this talking head video like I'm doing right now, or you're doing a tutorial and you're showing people, you're giving people value, all right, expanding your sphere of influence because of this piece of content. And because it's gone viral before, it's likely that it will also get a lot of attention in video format. And that has happened to me several times. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is expand that post into a series if you can. So for instance, this post that I just wrote, okay, this content I'm sharing with you today is a post I just wrote on my blog. For each of these points, I could realistically create just one blog post and turn it into a series. And so I could have a whole blog post on Facebook Pixels, and I could turn Facebook Pixels into a webinar, and I could turn that into a course. I could turn it into so many things, and then I could go ahead and turn your post into a video content. I can turn that into a whole other one. And so I can create a series just from this blog post. All right. And so similar concepts, you have something that has gone viral, you can turn that into a series. You can expand that into a series by taking each of the points and just expanding on them and presenting them as a series of things, or series. And a lot of famous bloggers do this as well. Number 4 is develop a specific social media strategy to promote that blog post more. All right. You're getting traffic to it already. And this happens to me every single time. There's a blog post of mine, actually the specific blog post that all of a sudden started going viral. I was like, okay. And so I started, when I first wrote it, it was more of a rant post. And I didn't expect to like all of a sudden like get all this attention 9 months later. But I was like, okay, seems like I'm getting all this attention. Why don't I share it on social media some more? And so I started to tweet it out. And every single time I tweet it out, people like get back to me and say, wow, that was such a great post. I'm like, wow, this, whatever I said in that post must really resonate with people. All right. So develop a specific social media strategy to share it some more. All right. Whether it's tweeting it 5 times a week, or creating pins, different pins for it, creating quote graphics from it, using Facebook ads, promoted pins and sponsored tweets to promote it. And you're talking about it on Periscope and Facebook Live. There's so many ways that you can develop a social media strategy for that particular post and share it. Okay. Last but not least is you can turn it into an email freebie. You can turn this into an email freebie. Yes. When my blog was about a year old, I had a post that went semi-viral. It wasn't really even viral. It was I got about 200 shares on that post. I was like, and that was the most I had at the time. And what I did was I was like, okay, I'm going to create this into an email freebie. And I didn't even make it into a PDF. All I did was I created my list in MailChimp, and then I put the link to the blog post as the thing that people got when they sign up. And that blog post continues to be one of my best read blog posts, because every time I send that link out, people click on it and go read that blog post. And the reason you want to do this is that, yes, it's going viral now, but as you continue to write content, the older content gets pushed down and down and down and down into the archives. And a great way to revive it and a great way to keep it going, all right, to keep that blog post going, is to continue to direct traffic to it. And what better way to direct traffic to it than put it in your email list? Because people, when they sign up, when somebody signs up for your email list, they're saying, I'm interested in what you have to say. This thing is helpful to me. And so, yes, I want it. And then when they click on it and they get it, they go to they immediately direct to that blog post, and it allows the people to stay on your blog post longer, your blog longer. It helps with SEO because you're getting lots of traffic to that, organic traffic. And so it helps. All right. And so these are just 5 ways that you could use, or 5 things that you can do, 5 very smart things that you can do, by the way, to capitalize on a blog post that's going viral, a blog post that is all of a sudden getting all this traffic. All right, number one, put a Facebook tracking pixel, because these are people that you could potentially market to. Number two is to turn that post into video content. Okay, video content rules. And until I'm going to continue to preach video content until the world ends, until I leave this earth, because video is great and it's wonderful, and it allows you to connect with your audience in a way that otherwise you would not have been able to connect with your audience. Number three, expand the post into a series. Number four, develop a specific social media strategy for that post. All right, and promote it. All right, because creating the content is just 20% of the work. Even though it's going viral, you need to continue to promote that blog post. And number five, last but not least, you can turn it into an email freebie that people sign up for. And that way, even though it gets pushed down in the archives, as you continue to update your blog post, you can still direct traffic to it that are interested, people that will read it, because they sign up for your email list. So if they're signing up and they're getting that, they're interested. So it's likely that they're going to stay longer on that blog post. So that's what I wanted to share today, guys. I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity to share this with you. If you come on here and you watch this later on, remember that you can share this content with your friends. You can share it with somebody that needs it. You can like it. You can comment on it. You can react to it. All right. There's so many things you can do. All right. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Be a blessing to somebody today. It's tough out there right now. There's a lot of tensions are high, but you can still be a blessing to somebody in your world today. All right, be a blessing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you soon.